It's your boy Salim from Notorious S back with another video. Baby. Let's get right into the topic at hand. Self-improvement channels are going to become more and more in demand and more popular. You don't got to take my word for it. Look at the fact that we have Andrew Tate on the headlines, Fresh and Fit, and whomever else, Hamza, and all these guys gaining meteoric notoriety, fame, and acclaim by people because the sentiment that young men have and the different movements that are happening, black pill, red pill, all these things on the side are to a degree a reflection of the fact that they're needed. And it's twofold. Let me explain the reason why I think they're needed. One, young men and men in general feel some type of resentment towards the system that they were brought up in. Right? Because it's like a lot of us grow up in that system knowing that at some level there's something missing that we're not getting, or it's like what we're being fed doesn't resonate with the inner warrior in us, the inner that animalistic part of us that really longs for a few things. It's not like we want a lot of different things, and I'm dumbing it down because we're more complicated than that. But whatever we're being fed or the plan we're being shown as to how our lives should be conducted is not appealing to us. That's why a man like Andrew Tate and his brother and these guys could just come in and swoop everybody's attention and give the things that young men truly have been longing for a long time. We can go about the formal education plan that we don't even like. They're offering practical advice from millionaires and from ranging from investment and all these things and on how to become successful and live the life that a lot of young men have always wanted to live. It's like reviving that dream that we've had when we were younger. When people used to ask us, we were 5, 6, 7, and 8, what do you want to do? I want to be a rock star. I want to be a songwriter. I want to be a singer. I want to make a lot of money and do what I like. Truly have pleasure in life, have control. And the reason why they're so successful and so appealing to a wide array of different men from different cultures and different backgrounds is because, and it's going to be the same for YouTubers as well, it's not because they're doing what they like, but because they have options. They're not options. They have the liberty to decide what they want to do. They're not constrained. They're not modern day slaves attached to a 9-to-5 job and told that their lives should look like this and that. Have the home in the suburbs, have the 2.5 kids and the wife and the big belly by 35, the beer belly by 35, and all these things. They see guys driving sports cars and beautiful women by their side, and it's not like it's only encouragement to have frivolous sexual activity, but what's really enticing is the option and the ability to live life on your own terms. Now that's one fold. The reason why I think it's so appealing. Second, it's because once you start to go down that rabbit hole and figure out that a lot of the things you were fed being young, not just as it relates to women, but as it relates to money, to entrepreneurship, to the lifestyle being depicted as being the end goal, and that all these things were not true, it lights a fire under your belly and it makes you want to go deeper and find out, what else can I do? Now that I know that there's a problem, these guys are suggesting solutions to said problem. We know that there's a masculinity crisis. We know that there's, gender war going on and a lot of different things. These guys are suggesting me something, a solution. They're not just disregarding these things and laughing them off as if they never existed like most other people do, like the media does, like the channels do. They're not trying to sedate me by giving me a new headline every week to forget my problems and forget what's going on. They're addressing the things that I've had in my mind for a long time that I couldn't really articulate because I would have sounded dumb or maybe like a conspiracy theorist talking about these different things. But the cat is out the bag now. There's the mass movement. Now, you got to understand something. And there's, that's one thing that I also want to make a distinction in. I'm talking about really self-improvement for the betterment of your own self. Not the type of self-improvement as it relates to a lot of different things, which is going to blame outside circumstances and make you feel better because, everything that's happening to me is not my fault. You know what I'm saying? In a part, yes, like these guys are making you feel better because you understand that what's going on has been going on for a while, and you didn't have control over what happened before you were born, or you were, present mentally enough to understand what was going on. But at least it gives you purpose. It gives you a direction. It gives us what's cool and the formal education system never gave us, which is drive. And it gave us hope that, you know what, if we put in the work, it gives us hope. If we put in the work, we can eventually climb out of that situation, that hole that we're in. The uncertainty about our future, not wanting to labor for 40 years and hopefully get 20 years of old age, of so-called retirement. You want to travel the world while your knees still work. You want to have an impact on people. That's what I bought. That's what I bought when I chose to, to go on YouTube and start providing value to people. Because it has to be a transactional relationship, but also because I truly like that. It's fulfilling. But to be able to exchange value for compensation and then truly be able to live life on your own terms, like a lot of people did before me, is truly fascinating to me. It's truly worthwhile. It's really worth putting the time in right now. It's 11 o'clock at night on a Friday night. Finished a workout, came back home, set up my camera, started shooting content, prepared my shit. I'm going to put it on my computer, do my thumbnails. And it's not like it doesn't feel like work, because I'm looking 2, 3, 4, 5 years ahead and what I'm going to reap from what I'm sowing now. And this is that aspect of men, because men are hard workers. But if you make us trying to work for something that is not appealing to us, we're not going to want to work. But it's appealing to that side of me that really wants to hustle for what I want in life. And I think that's the reason why it's going to gain more traction over time. It's already became mainstream. People are still making fun of it, but it's inevitable. It's a trend that cannot be stopped. Now you got to distinguish. There's a lot of different types of people within that same movement, and they're gonna wind up being bottled up in the same box by the people looking from the outside in. But what I do suggest, and this is not even a part of the video, it just came to my mind, is you make the right distinction and choose wisely who you're going to follow, whose words you're going to follow. And let me give you that piece of advice also. Question what you hear. Don't take it for granted. Be a thinking man. Analyze what you hear. Ask yourself, does that make sense? Preachers are good. People that preach a good message are good. That give good advice is good. But no advice is so good that it is worth being taken directly and not being analyzed in your mind before applying said thing. But overall, man, it's going to be a good thing. Because a generation of directionless men is just swaying and rising and going through the phases and the process of becoming men, the leaders of society, the backbone of society, without any direction. A lot of us look within our homes for direction, but like I said before, in the absence of something good to emulate, we're going to turn to other people to try to get what we want to emulate eventually. Better they find it from somebody that has what they want in life, and they can design their lives. You know what? You don't have to take everything you like, everything from Tristan and Andrew Tate. You can take what you like. You can take the boldness. You can take the aggression. You can take the confidence, right? You can go to see Hamza. Take, all the good daily habits he has, the meditations, the planification, the meticulous planning of his day to be as effective, the deep work, the awakening of the mind, and all these things. You can take Sneako's aggressiveness, rawness, truthfulness. You know what I'm saying? And make it your own and design your life to be who you want to be. Man, that's all I got to say. If you like the content, subscribe, share, and like. You know why? Because it's free. And I'm going to see you next time. Peace.